guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So in this video I want to share about this revelation that they said Two-Face Idibia's mother has revealed something and all of this. So basically the woman came out and she is saying that there is a wristband or something like that. Okay, no, let's listen to this video first and then I'll come back and say what I want to say.
Good evening, Nigerians. My name is Mrs. Rose Idibia. This message is for Miss Natasha Osauru of Edo State. I'm calling on all mothers in Nigeria to help me beg her to release or to free my son. My son is going through a divorce process and he's clearly not in his right senses. I know my son. This is not him. Please, Natasha, the bead you put on his hand and on his neck, remove them and free him.
Yeah. So from what she's saying, let's not forget that she said that her son is going through a divorce. Okay? The guy is going through a divorce. If he's going through a divorce, he's about to end one and enter another one. He's a grown adult. Wait, give me a second, okay? He's a grown adult. You can't force him to stay here or stay there. I always say it. If people say they don't want to do again, as long as they go their separate ways in peace. Where I have the biggest issue is when people begin to hurt each other, end each other's life, or stuff like that. So people will come and say the Bible hates, the Bible hates. We all know what the Bible hates. So the Bible hates a lot of stuff. The Bible hates cheating, being unfaithful in a marriage. Bible hates violence in a marriage. Bible hates couples ending each other's lives in a marriage. So let's remember the other things that God also hates. I am not saying break up your marriage, but if you have chosen to do that, do it in peace. Don't end another person's life. Okay, let me not go into all of that. Right? Okay, now he's going through a divorce. My own, like I always say, is how do you leave people? Leave them the way you met them. You met people in peace. Leave them in peace. Don't leave people in pieces. Or let's say, for example, if Two-Face should come out now and say she's a horrible this, she's a horrible, like, you know what I mean, try to, like, in any way publicly try to cause problems. That's one of the things that I'll be like, no, go, let people go their separate ways in peace. Okay, now they're saying he has a jewelry, a piece of jewelry, it should be taken off. It's the jewelry that he's wearing, that is why he's da. And she made a statement in which she said, that is not my son. That's the statement she made. And I, as an ordinary individual that have been seeing this stuff, right? When she says this is not her son, what? Wait, let me land. Listen to this. When she said this is not her son, we all know. Like, I'm thinking to myself, are you sure? In the sense that this innocent Idibia is someone that they said he met Annie, and then after Annie, I don't know the full details, but bottom line, this guy ended up having several baby mamas and then come back to Annie. There was a video where Annie said, I met him first, but my child is the 5th child or something like that. Oh, my child is his 5th child. So what is there to be surprised about right now? I always say, if anybody is surprised about Two-Face Idibia that they went to Young, Rich and Famous Africa show that they were doing in South Africa, that said that a man can see any woman out there and just sleep with her and F with her, like F her, whatever way he was saying it. He didn't hide it. A man can just see the thing between his leg, would just want it, would desire a woman and do it. So which part is not her son? Let's be honest here. So a guy that I have a weight loss program, in case you're coming across this and you want to sign up, I'm going to put the link in the description box and in the comment section, and if you want to Google it, it's summerhealthyweightloss.com, because it's not just about losing weight but losing it in a healthy way. It's important. Be careful. I've been saying it. I've been doing this disclaimer. If you do not have the discipline to stop when you reach the ideal weight, please do not do it, because you're going to lose too much weight. You don't have to starve. You don't have to go to the gym. It will blow your mind. So it's summerhealthyweightloss.com. That is my website. And don't forget, the way the story is like he has this baby mama, and then this baby mama already had 1 or 2 children, and then another baby mama had a child, and then he went here and like You would, if we go with that timeline, it's like, it's in between women. So it's not like I had this previous, you know, marriage and then it failed and then they went to another relationship. It happens. No, it's like this one had a child, this one had a child, and this one had one more, and this one. So he was moving between them. And he then publicly said that a man can just be here, see a woman, and his thing would desire the woman, and the man will go there and be with the woman. So how is he not her son? Am I making sense? Let's not forget that thing that they say, if someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them. Now they deceive ourselves. Like when I'm one of those people that said it, that it's not a crime to love a man, but we felt like, okay, Idibia was not, let me not say, because all these things is past, let's not be blaming somebody or stuff like that. But to a greater extent, you know, when she was saying, I met him first, my child is the fifth, and let me tell you guys, right? You know, there was a time when he ended up with Idibia. A lot of people, not everybody, a lot of people saw it as victory. You know, she's the one that finally got him. You know, she's the winner. And I'm like, what was won? What did she win? Is a man really a trophy? Is a man really a trophy? Let's actually, what is there to be won? A man that goes from here and there. Women do this thing a lot. If a man is always like wandering up and down and he ends up with them, they see it as a victory. They've won. What have you won? A cheerful giver that gives himself, like cheerfully gives himself to several other women. Like, do you know men don't do this? That the woman that is having different relationships and he ends up marrying her, he'll be like, yes, I've won. Men don't do that. Why do we do it? We need to change our mentality as women. We need to change the way we think. We need to do better. You understand? So that thing, like, Two-Face is better. At that time, it was like victory. Annie is the one that got him at the end of the day. Annie is the winner. What did she win? Let's think about this thing. Let me tell you guys, for me, sweet relationship is that man that is mine and no one else's. And I am his and no one else's. That is what the unique thing is, the fact that it's the two of you. The two of you against the world. You know, when couples cuddle and you have a conversation, that it's like you against the world. When I say against the world, it's like two of you as a union, as a team, facing whatever the world brings to the two of you. But if he's cuddling with you to have a cuddle talk today, and tomorrow he's with another woman doing the same thing, what is special then? The next day he's with another woman doing the same thing. What is special about him? There's nothing special. There's nothing special. This is the area that I want it to penetrate our heads. Going back to what his mother is saying, that, oh, this is at the end of the day, the image becomes Natasha, the other woman, you know, Natasha, the evil woman, Natasha, the husband snatcher, so all of a sudden, innocent Idibia becomes innocent. Becomes innocent. Okay, that's his name, but like, think about it. But if care is not taken, what ends up happening is a picture of, see, the girl don't do juju on him. He becomes a charity case. He becomes like a victim, even though we know his track record. If you're coming across me for the first time and you do not know, my name is Soma Aku, and this is my YouTube channel. I'm a Nigerian that lived abroad for many years and visited Nigeria for the first time in a long time and fell in love with Nigeria and shared my Jakarta story. And as we speak, I now own a Shortlet and I'm very close to the airport. If you're coming into Nigeria, you need somewhere to stay, contact me, the number on the screen. If you want to stay in my Shortlet, it's going to be the cleanest Shortlet you've ever been in. I'm not bragging, it's a statement of fact. There are people that have booked me, they actually have houses in Lagos, but when they landed, maybe it's 11 at night or 12 at night or too late at night, they don't want to go home that night. They want to stay in my Shortlet because I'm close to the airport, and then they go home in the morning. You understand? So we actually also help people to organize airport pickups. And why that is good is this: the fact that I know who I sent to go pick you up. I wouldn't send someone that I do not trust, you understand, or someone that I feel like is not traceable.
So this is the estate where my shortlet is. Guys, I'm telling you guys, especially Nigerians abroad that have this terrible image of Nigeria. Not all, some people. So when some of them have come to stay in my shortlet, they're like, wow. They're like, this will even fly past abroad. You understand? So it's important. Not just choose any shortlet. Make sure you choose a shortlet in a nice neighborhood, in a safe neighborhood, in a clean neighborhood. No all this lousy, noisy neighborhood. Very peaceful neighborhood. In this estate, you can go for a walk even at night if you want, because it is that safe. There are actually a lot of foreigners that stay in this estate, and you see them walking around comfortably. Contact our WhatsApp number now to book.
You now want to turn it around and make him a victim. This is the thing that has been going on since. A man can do anything he wants to do. Unfortunately, society wants to look for a woman to blame. Why did you not save your marriage? If you were cooking properly, he would not have left. If you were this, he would not have cheated. If it was that, he would not. The same thing even from the time of Adam. God tell Adam, you see that fruit, no chop. Abi? Then Adam said, as na Bible they talk, when God now, Adam, what have you done? It is the woman that you gave me. He blamed God, he blamed the woman, but he didn't. Think about it. One, it is that woman. And two, you gave me. So that two of you now. A grown man makes his own decision. And a man can be unfaithful, do everything. People will always find a way to blame the wife at home or blame the woman outside. You don't know what he has said to the woman outside. You don't know that. You don't. So married men, they have the best toasting skills. That they may tell you that I'm staying with her because she has... I'm just saying generally. There are men that have told women out there, a new girl that are trying to date or build a relationship with, or whatever they want to do, or even they just want to mess with her for a while. You see that my wife, she has cancer, she's dying. I'm just staying out of pity. My heart is already, what can I do? She's dying. And the girl will feel like, okay, wife goes to die. Sorry, I'm laughing. If a man says that my wife is dying, and he says at home, I don't even get to do bedroom dance anymore. She knows she's dying, so I can't do bedroom dance. You know, I am a man. I need a woman that I can do, you know. And that lady will begin to feel special all of a sudden. Hey, yeah, the wife is dying, and he lacks this other part in his life, and I'm feeling that, so I'm special in this way. You don't know what the men have told the women. That's why I'm not quick to blame. Or else Natasha turns around tomorrow and she's publicly insulting Annie, Idibia, or anything like that. Then I'll be like, okay, that is wrong. But to say a man came to her, you don't know what he said. There are men that have said that a lot of men, typically, the wife doesn't dance bedroom dance anymore. Do you know that the past 10 years, we have not danced in the bedroom? I'm just suffering. I need, you know, you are just different from all the women I've ever met. You are just this, that. They always find a way to make that woman feel like I may have been with 10, 20 other women. But since I have reached your bus stop, this is the final bus stop, you are the one. They have a way to make a woman feel special and make her think she's that golden, you know, opportunity has been praying for. And you know women know they think when once woman feels special, nothing when you want to talk again. You understand? So I am very careful. I never go pointing finger. It is that woman's fault. It is the wife's fault. You don't know what these men can do. So men, their mouth. So I wanted to address that part, but I want to use the remaining 1 or 2 minutes to speak about when a man or a man's family have come out even publicly to say they don't want you. From what innocent Idibia's mother is saying, if you go by that, she has shown that she is not a fan of this new woman. But I want to say this for women that go into a marriage where the man's family, they don't want you. Learn from my experience. I've been there. I have been there. Some of you know my story. It's going in the book. Well, don't worry. When the book ready, I go read that. My own was tribal issue. My family said no, his family said no. But I was able to get my family to turn around. And I always said, I said to them, give him a chance, get to know him. Eventually, they got to know him and they accepted him, right? Unfortunately, the same did not happen for me on the other side. Guess what? Actually, that reminds me. I was blamed for the intertribal marriage. I was the one collecting the blame. This guy had tried several women before he got to me. Right? The person that knelt down and begged me to marry him. And I said, let me think about it. And he did not relent. He did not. I'm coming from the angle of when a family say they don't want you. I'm not saying don't go ahead, though. But okay, I'm saying my own. Because let me tell you one of the things about rejection. When people reject you for nothing. Like, if they reject you because, oh, do you know that she is the 419, the fraudster that was caught at the junction the other day? Do you know that she's a murderer? Do you know, like, okay, there is something. They've not met you, they've not seen you, they don't even know what you look like. They just say, you are Igbo, you are not going to happen. You understand? Right? Okay. What ends up happening is this. In a lot of cases, so, you know, I made a series in which I said, love is not enough. Love is a good thing. But there are situations where love is not enough to go ahead. If you are blessed, and maybe the man you're with, there are some men that family will not dare come and be pointing fingers to him and telling him what he should do with his life. There are some men families don't dare do that. So those kind of men, you feel protected behind such a man. But if you have a softie, you know softie, as in, you know that kind of it's not easy. You understand? It gets to a point where you get fed up. There are so many aspects of it. It can't fit in this one video because I said I want to be doing short videos, right? Okay. Be very careful. And there's just so much that would happen. Imagine a man that can easily come to your family gathering and feel at home, but you can't do the same to his on the other side. If a human being, you go feel him. You understand? You see his family, even if you're the ones that even manage to see you in your mind, you don't know. Do they hate me? You feel uncomfortable because you don't even feel safe around one or two of them that may even speak with you. You don't really feel safe because you don't know, do they really accept you or not? It's too much. Life is too short for that, right? Another aspect of it, which I wouldn't say is my own case, but I want to say in the case of like some men, you have to be careful because if their family don't accept you, not typically, especially in our African culture, sometimes when a man wants to do something or a woman wants to do something in a marriage, they worry about, oh, if my family here, what would they say? Well, if my mother here, what will he say? If my wife should report that I did this or that, what will my mother say? But when the mother already said from the beginning that you're not accepted. So that extra thing that you may have, that if a man wants to misbehave, sometimes you go say, if my mama hear this, I no go like her. If my papa hear this, I no go like her. How will you now go about it when you went into it without the acceptance of his family? You see that the small K-leg did there. That is another aspect of marrying into a family where you're not accepted. Families differ. My own family did not accept, but they change completely. When I say completely, complete 360. Because they decided to give him a chance to get to know him before they make up their minds. You understand? So that is what I want to say about this video. Me, I am not a fan of always say, hey, Natasha has collected, is a lie. Two-Face Idibia has a track record. So he has a track record. And we don't even know if Natasha is the final boss stop. Oh, another point I want to make. This is for another one is for men that maybe they are, if to na juju, I don't know, but if to na juju, this is for men that think they want to play away match up and down. I don't talk about before. You get where you go play away match, you go hook. You get where you go play that away match reach, you go hook. If to na juju, me I don't know about juju, I don't know. So that's basically my opinion. So long story short, I am not a fan of always saying, woman, our culture does it a lot. If you want to speak about, what's it called now? I feel everybody should focus on innocent Idibia. He is a grown man that has made his decision. But at the same time, you can't force him. He's a grown man. He can decide what he wants to do. Okay? So those that are blaming Annie, so people even believe it's Annie's fault. She must have done something that made him to want to. He must have So people think it's the new girl's fault. This is my stand on it anyway. I'm not a fan of I'm not a fan of blaming women for any and everything, even for the decision of grown men. So that's my opinion about that. Anyways, as always, whatever your opinions are, please leave them in the comment section below. With that, I'm going to say, do you blame the women, or do you blame the man, or do you don't blame anybody at all? Whatever your opinions are, please leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.